things not, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So
bolts, but
this bike is an H2 frame, an H2 engine.
Yeah.
I see the gas tank and the side covers. I don't see much else on this machine, Kawasaki H2, besides that.
and even it's only half the frame.
Half the frame.
So you're right. That's about all that's.
It's pretty much the motor trade.
Yeah.
And the headstock.
So what
Got
what front
Even
end
the
is on?
headstock was cut and re-welded to fit the ZX6 front end.
Yeah.
ZX6.
ZX6 fork, rear wheel.
Ninja 650 swing arm.
Yeah.
And the reason I went with the Ninja 650 is because A, it's tubular, so it kind of matches the
Yeah.
look.
Right.
But B is the other side of it, it swoops up real high.
Yeah.
Perfect for having the two pipes exit that side and route around.
Yeah.
Cool.
It looks like it was made for it.
Yeah.
And then the rear shock is the ZX10.
That's where your planning comes into play as much as your skill at fabricating.
Yeah, well, you have
Planning to do things
you have to have a
right.
plan.
Right.
Now this paint and tail section were from the last modification of the bike, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not even new paint, this is old paint.
No, yeah, this paint's over 10 years old.
Wow.
It's gorgeous.
Nice job.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I didn't make it.
Well, you don't have to say that. And then of course you coated the engine cases.
You're right. So anyone who rides two strokes know they're just covered in two-stroke goop
Yep.
all the time. You're always cleaning up.
Anti-rust.
Yeah.
Anti-rust.
Anti-rust.
Yeah.
But this Cerakote coating is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Once
stuff is
stuff
cool.
still gets on there, but you just give it a quick wipe and it's like new again.
Cerakote.
So you Cerakoted, and you did these reed intakes a long
Yeah.
time ago yourself, right? You
Yeah.
machined out the cylinders and
Yeah, tell us more about that, because how cool that is, and it's how not
Right.
stock it is.
So,
Right.
I don't know if he's doing it anymore, to be honest. There's a guy, Darren Abrams, Lawrence Machine Engines or something like that,
Yeah.
out of New York, who has built amazing H2 as far as like drag race bikes.
Yeah.
Flat out, ridiculous motors. So I had him, I sent my cylinders to him originally, this was again early 2000s. He did all the port work, but he didn't have any reed blocks, but he had done lots of reed block engines before. So I said, listen, if you can, I'll make reed blocks, just if you can, if I ship them to you, you do the rest. So he
Yeah.
did. So I made the reed blocks and converted it, from a piston port to a reed motor. And the difference is
Nice.
insane.
really.
Like that, all the whole two-stroke, steep power curve and that. Once you put the reed blocks on there, you
It's gone.
instantly have mid-range and low-end
Wow.
power that you never had before.
Like,
And it changes the exhaust note too. Like when you're cruising around in that range, like I'm smiling ear to ear.
Yeah.
Anytime I'm on the bike riding around,
Yeah.
it's just the sound, the smell. I love it all.
Makuni TMX or those Keens?
Makunis,
Yeah,
flat
Makunis.
side,
Yeah.
34 millimeter Makunis.
34 flat slides, and of course it's topped off in your new cylinder heads.
Yeah, billet cylinder heads, vintage performance.
Vintage performance.
which is something that, like, I think it's right behind me.
Yeah,
Why don't you grab it?
yeah.
There's a spot anywhere.
Vinny's new endeavor.
So these are the new heads. So start off with just a massive block of aluminum like that.
Oh,
And then after about 21 hours of machining per head,
Per head.
you
3
get
heads.
new billet head. And the nice thing about the billet heads for these bikes anyway is that the stock heads crack. The castings crack. The centers are okay. The lefts and rights crack, starting in the middle, and then the crack will go all the way to the spark plug. And they usually don't give you any warning until you run lean
And burn this.
burn pistons into it.
And
But
How
besides being stronger, they have a modern squish band design and give a noticeable improvement in horsepower.
sweet. Awesome.
And let me see that head for a
Vintage
second.
performance.
We're going to get a close-up on this, but I don't know if you
I
can see
probably
it.
already put the close-up in.
Probably.
So, if you look at the fins, like I was talking to Vin about, the fin is tapered, just like a stock head. It's not
sharp cut.
sharp cut. It's the
It's a
pieces
nice
of work
piece.
of art.
It's not good enough.
That's right. It's perfect.
Right, and even all the small fillets around the edges, tried to replicate the original castings and look as much as possible.
It's awesome.
The thing is just gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. I mean, buy a set and put them on the mantle.
There you go. Sweet.
Oh, that is great. You want to say something else about that, Ed?
No, that's about it. It's
I'm
a,
gonna put this in my truck.
Yeah.
Just one, you're gonna put just one?
It's gonna pull to the right.
people always ask about the pipes too, if I made the pipes. Well, I didn't make the pipes. The pipes are JL pipes.
Okay.
It's their, they sell a street pipe and a race pipe. This is their race pipe. And the difference is you can't use a kickstand with the race pipe, they're just in the way.
Yeah. So how did this
The kickstand
So
story.
the kickstand is probably the most amount of work out of the whole damn bike. I had to move the kickstand from back to the front to, to clear the pipe.
Sounds easy enough.
This does sound easy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It must have been 20
Talk
hours.
is cheap. Talk is cheap.
20 hours in the
Because
kickstand
you have to
relocation.
have a tapered, it has to look like a stock kickstand, so it's all solid and tapered down.
Yeah.
Like the stock one.
Of course it is.
All the, right. Yeah, you get the springs and everything, the stops to make it stay up and stay down and.
We might have to have a close-up photo shoot of just the kickstand.
Again.
We gotta warrant the
It'll
20
be there.
hours.
It's probably already.
It's probably already there. 20 hours.
in it, especially you, man, but like anybody that's fabricating, anybody that's building stuff like that, the amount of time that goes into making things something correct and good and nice, people that have never done it, it's hard to appreciate the amount of time that goes into stuff like that.
I drop all my bikes off the kickstand. Yeah, mine's good enough. I bring it over there.
Wow.
This thing is great.
Cool.
It is, it's awesome, and Vinny, thank you so much for
For bringing it
bringing it
by.
in and
Yeah.
talking with us about it.
This is what it used to look like.
In 1972.
Yeah.
That was the bike.
That was the bike.
Not so much anymore.
And two strokes, super bikes of the 70s. This is one of the 2020s.
Nice job, Vin.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Great.
Cool.
Vin, thanks very much for coming in and showing us your great motorcycle.